Hello everyone, good day. Today we will be discussing the two theories under the theories of organization, the differential coercion theory and the control balance theory. By the way, I am your reporter for today. I am Axel Rose Inocencia from BSc 1-1 and these are the objectives of our discussion. Learn and define differential coercion and control balance theory. Determine the two sources of differential coercion theory and the three elements of control balance theory by Charles Title. Explain how does differential coercion theory differ from control balance theory. Differential coercion theory. The proponent of this theory is Mark Colvin. He was a sociology professor and an Australian journalist and radio and television broadcaster for the Australian Broadcasting Corporation. He develops the book and named it A Crime and Coercion. Born on March 13, 1952 in London, England, UK, and died on May 11, 2017 at the age of 65. Differential coercion theory, or the DCT, was developed by Mark Colvin in 2000 based on his earlier research on the penitentiary crisis in New Mexico prison. Differential coercion theory explains the relationship between coercion and the likelihood of committing a crime. Coercion is a force that causes actions out of fear or anxiety. Differential means varying inconsistency of exposure. Coercion has been examined as a usual factor of crime and delinquency in several theories of criminology. Unfavorable family relations, including different forms of coercion, example, the physical abuse, psychological pressures, for instance, are indicated to be the reason for delinquency at early ages. Early onset of criminality, in turn, increases the likelihood of engaging in delinquency during adolescence and in criminality during adulthood. Every individual who gets exposed to coercive actions or environments develops their social psychological deficits such as high levels of anger, low self-control, weak social bonds, and a high degree of coercive ideation to enhance their capabilities or the probabilities of them engaging in criminal activities or criminal behavior. Kagaya na naman ng mga bata na madalas na na-expose sa mga physical abuse na nararanasan nila during their childhood, most likely, yun ay nadadala nila hanggang sa paglaki nila, hanggang sa umabot sila sa point na magko-commit na rin sila ng crime. Kaya madalas yung mga batang na-expose sa mga ganong klaseng sitwasyon is more likely sila din yung mga nagiging criminals paglaki nila. Coercion has a multiple cause or multiple sources, and that includes our families, schools, peers, or the peer relations you have, neighborhoods, and then specifies how these coercive experiences foster criminal involvement of an individuals. It is called differential because individuals varies in the degree to which they are exposed to coercion. Ibig sabihin kung gaano ba kataas or katindi yung coercive actions na nararanasan nila within their environment and to those people around them. We have two sources of coercion according to Mark Colvin. First is the interpersonal coercion, is direct involving the use or threat of force and intimidation from parents, peers, and law enforcement officer. Now, this occurs, ito ay madalas na nangyayari in a direct interpersonal relationship na meron ng isang tao, such as your family, your peer groups, your neighbors, and all the other people around you. It is basically a peer pressure of an individual that controls and makes them commit a crime. For example, ikaw ay isang bata na madalas na nakakaranas ng physical abuse or physical force na nanggagaling sa parents mo, or ikaw ay mayroong a lot of peer pressures na nangyayari sa'yo. These peer pressures affects you to become a delinquent, and the other one is the impersonal coercion. Involves pressure beyond individual control such as economic and social pressure caused by unemployment, poverty, and competition among businesses or other groups. Dito naman nagkakaroon ng forces that creates indirect relationships or indirect experiences of coercion. It rises from a larger circumstances that is beyond individual's control. It includes economic and social pressure created by structural unemployment, poverty, or violent competition among groups. An example of this impersonal coercion is when you rob a bank just to address your poverty. You rob it because you need to survive and to cope up with your environment. Kaya mo nagawang magnakaw is dahil meron kang economic pressure na nasa sayo. Because yung pagnanakaw na ginawa mo is for you to survive. So, kailangan mong meron kang economic pressure na nararamdaman, kaya mo nagawang magnakaw. Control balance theory. The proponent of this theory is Charles Teitel, born on May 26, 1939 and died on May 6, 2021. At the age of 82 years old, he was a professor of sociology at Washington State University, emeritus faculty of sociology, and a renowned criminologist. Teitel taught undergraduate and graduate courses in the area of criminology during his 15-year tenure in our department. He also served on numerous MA and PhD committees, retiring from the academy in 2015. He developed the control balance, an original theory of deviant behavior developed by Charles Teitel, who presented the initial statement of the theory in his book, Control Balance, Toward a General Theory of Deviance. Control balance theory, a theory endeavors to account for variation in individual deviance as well as the seriousness of these actions. Unlike many other theories, control balance seeks to explain not only adolescent delinquency and other street crime types of deviance, but also the deviance of powerful actors, often called white-collar crime or elite deviance. Charles R. Teitel's 1995 control balance theory expand the concept of personal control of predisposing element for criminality. He believed the concept of control has two distinct elements: the amount of control one is subject to by others, and the amount of control one can exercise over others. Conformity results when these two elements are in balance. Control imbalances produce imbalance and criminal behaviors. So this theory explained how unbalanced control in one's life or individual can lead someone to take part in deviant behavior. It proposes that when they have too much control or when too much control is being exerted on them, they will typically choose deviance. It is typically used to explain what will happen when control in one's life is not balanced. When they are controlled more than they have control, they will act in a deviant way to try and gain balance na meron sila. Ibig sabihin, kapag daw nagkaroon ng imbalance control sa isang individual in yung environmental or surroundings nila, for example, maging mas mataas yung pag-control ng surroundings mo kesa sa pag-control mo within your own, more likely nakakapag-commit ng crime yung individual na yun or napupunta sa deviant behavior ang isang individual. Ano nga ba pag sinabi natin deviant behavior? So, deviant behavior can be anything that is typically na seen as an abnormal or strange, unacceptable, or a strange way of acting ng isang individual. Yung paggawa nila ng isang bagay na madalas hindi naman nila ginagawa, usually. Ang pagkakaroon kasi ng imbalance control, usually nadadala siya or nagkakaroon ng pag-commit ng crime dahil sa unbalanced control na may naranasan ng isang tao. According to control balance theory, the concepts of control can put restrictions on individuals that give them the instinct to commit a crime. We have three elements of control balance theory according to Charles Teitel. First one is the control deficit. When the amount of control an individual can exercise is exceeded by the amount of control to which they are subject, control balance theory calls this a control deficit. Dito, kapag yung amount of control mo sa isang individual ay lumagpas na sa amount of control na dapat mo nang gawin ay tinatawag na control deficit. Typically, this element controls balance creates deviant behavior because of the excessive control of an individual to other person. For example, nafe-feel ng isang employee na parang hindi nabibigay sa kanila yung sapat or sufficient wages or benefits na dapat nilang matatanggap sa kumpanya nila. As a cause of deviant behavior, they decided to strike protest dahil sa unfair treatment sa kanila ng kanilang kumpanya. Nagawa nila yung protesta which is a disobedience to the authority. Yung pag-control kasi ng kumpanya na yon sa mga employees nila ay sumobra na at hindi na tama or parang nagkaroon na ng unfair treatment sa dapat na amount of control na ginagawa lang nila or dapat lang nilang gawin towards their employees. Next is yung control surplus. Control surplus occurs when the amount of control a person can exercise is greater than the amount of control they are subjected to. This happens kapag yung kakayahan mo na kontrolin ng isang individual na gawin ng isang bagay ay mas mataas sa amount of control na kaya niyang gawin. For example, may isang politician na ginagamit ng isang corporation because of his ability to influence policy changes. Kasi syempre kapag ka-politicians ka, you have the probability or the ability to control or to change policies. So, since yung corporation na yon yung may control over the politician, pwede nilang takutin na ititigil nila yung pag-fund o yung pagbibigay ng pera dun sa tao, dun sa politician na yon, kapag hindi sinunod ng politician na yon yung gusto ng corporation na may hawak sa kanya. Mas mataas pa din yung control ng corporation over that politician because that politician is working under the corporation. So they have the power over that politician. Last one is the deviance. This can occur when a person breaks free from controls and is autonomous. When control is balanced, deviant behavior is not likely. However, in situations where control is not balanced, deviant behavior is common. This can only happen when a person is not under the control of anyone. Kapag merong control balance kasi, most likely, hindi nagkakaroon ng pag-commit ng crime or hindi nagkakaroon ng deviant behavior. But, kapag merong unbalanced control, deviant behavior or crime is common or may occur in that situation. Halimbawa, kapag ang isang tao ay pinahiya mo o napahiya sa harap ng maraming tao because of their emotions na nafe-feel nila, hindi na nila makakontrol yung sarili nila na magawa ng isang bagay na hindi naman nila dapat gawin. So, dito madalas na nagagalit yung isang tao kapag ka napapahiya. So, yung react nila o yung reaction nila towards that situation is most likely parang taliwas sa usually na ginagawa nila. So, magre-react sila in a deviant way to make them feel vindicated or acquit. How does differential coercion differ from control balance theory? Differential coercion theory explains the relationship between coercion and the likelihood of committing a crime, whereas control balance theory seeks to explain not only adolescent delinquency and other street crime deviance, but also the deviance of powerful actors. Differential coercion theory outlines the relationship between coercion and crime. This study examined differential coercion theory and the role that coercion and the social psychological defenses of anger, whereas control balance theory focuses on the total amount of the control they can exercise that will affect the probability and type of deviant behavior they can commit. Before I end this discussion, let me leave you this quote. Poverty is not only the root cause of crime by Rush Limbaugh. That's all. Thank you for watching.